Hello cheese lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey to uncover the secrets behind one of the world's most beloved foods. We're diving deep into the art of cheese making, from a simple pail of milk to the complex, flavorful blocks we all adore. Have you ever wondered how that sharp cheddar or creamy brie gets its unique character? Well, stick around, because we're about to demystify the entire magical process. It all starts at the crack of dawn with the star of the show. Fresh milk. Whether it's from a cow, goat, or sheep, the quality of the milk is paramount. For most commercial cheesemakers, the first step is pasteurization. This involves gently heating the milk to a specific temperature, uswahi, around 161 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. This isn't just a safety measure to eliminate any unwanted bacteria. It also creates a consistent, clean slate for the cheesemaker to work their magic. It's like preparing a perfect canvas before an artist begins to paint. Once pasteurized, the milk is cooled down, ready for the transformation to begin. Think of this as the quiet before the storm, the moment of pure potential before the real alchemy starts. Now, we move on to one of the most crucial steps, coagulation. This is where the liquid milk begins its journey into a solid. To kick things off, we introduce starter cultures. These are carefully selected good bacteria that begin to ferment the lactose, the sugar in milk, into lactic acid. Each type of cheese has its own unique blend of starter cultures, which is a major reason why a Gouda tastes so different from a Parmesan. It's a microscopic world of flavored development happening right before our eyes. With the cultures working away, it's time to add rennet. Rennet is an enzyme complex that works like a key in a lock. It targets the milk's protein casein, causing it to tangle up and form a solid mass. Traditionally, rennet came from the stomach lining of young ruminant animals. But today, there are also vegetarian and microbial options available. A small amount of rennet is stirred into the warmed milk, and then we wait. The milk is left completely still. Over the next 30 to 60 minutes, a miraculous transformation occurs. The liquid milk sets into a fragile, gel-like substance that looks a bit like a soft custard. This solid mass is what we call the curd. This is the moment of truth, the point where liquid becomes solid and our cheese truly begins to take shape. Once we have a firm set, it's time to separate the solids from the liquids. The solid part is the curd, which will become our cheese, and the liquid part is the whey. To do this, the cheesemaker cuts the curd using long knives or a special tool called a cheese harp with wires. The curd is sliced horizontally and vertically. The size of the cut is incredibly important. For soft cheeses like brie, the curds are cut into large pieces to retain more moisture. For hard cheeses like cheddar, they're cut into tiny, rice-sized grains. Rice-sized grains to expel as much whey as possible. As the curd is cut, the whey, a watery, greenish yellow liquid, begins to release. It's like gently breaking up a perfectly formed jelly to let the liquid seep out. This step is all about controlling moisture, and moisture control is everything in cheesemaking. Next up is processing the curds. This stage varies dramatically, depending on the cheese being made, but it generally involves stirring, heating, and draining. The cut curds are stirred gently, which helps them firm up and expel more whey. Sometimes, the temperature of the vat is slowly raised. This cooking process also helps to dry out the curds and further develops their texture. Think of it like cooking pasta al dente. You want to get the texture just right? As the curds are stirred and heated, they shrink and become firmer. The whey is then drained off, sometimes multiple times. For some cheeses, like cheddar, the curds are then allowed to mat together into a slab, a process called cheddaring, where they're flipped and stacked to expel even more whey and develop that classic sharp flavor. It's a hands-on, physically demanding part of the process that requires skill and intuition. With most of the whey gone, we arrive at a step you can almost taste. Salting. Salt is so much more than just a seasoning and cheese. First, it adds flavor, of course, but it also acts as a natural preservative, slowing down the growth of unwanted microbes. And finally, salt plays a crucial role in forming the rind. that protective outer layer that develops on many aged cheeses. The salt can be mixed directly into the curds, where the formed cheese can be soaked in a saltwater solution called brine. Getting the salt content just right is a delicate balancing act that has a massive impact on the final product. Now that our salted curds are ready, it's time to give them their final shape. The curds are packed into molds, which can be hoops, baskets, or rectangular blocks. This is what gives cheeses their characteristic shapes, from the wheel of a Parmesan to the block of a cheddar. Once in the molds, the cheese is pressed. This can be done simply by stacking weights on top of the molds, or by using powerful hydraulic presses. Pressing does two things. It knits the individual curds together into a solid, cohesive mass, and it squeezes out the very last remnants of whey. The amount of pressure and the duration of pressing are again tailored to the specific type of cheese. It asks the final step in shaping the cheese's density and texture before it goes into hibernation. And that brings us to the final, and perhaps most patient, part of the journey: aging or affinage. The freshly pressed wheels or blocks of cheese are moved into special aging rooms or caves. These rooms are meticulously controlled for temperature and humidity. Here, the cheese will rest for weeks, months, or even years. During this time, a complex world of biochemical reactions takes place. The remaining cultures and enzymes continue to break down fats and proteins, creating the incredible depth and complexity of flavor and aroma that we associate with aged cheese. A rind may be washed with brine. A mold like Penicillium roqueforti might be introduced to create blue veins, or the cheese might just be left alone to be flipped and cared for regularly. This is where a young, bland cheese matures and develops its unique personality and soul. It's a slow, quiet transformation that requires immense patience and expertise. From a bucket of fresh milk to a perfectly aged wheel of cheese, the process is a beautiful blend of science and art. It's a testament to tradition, patience, and the incredible transformative power of nature. Every step, from the initial pasteurization to the final months of aging, contributes to the unique character of the final product. So next time you slice into a piece of your favorite cheese, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it has taken to get to your plate. It's a story of craftsmanship that has been perfected over centuries. Thank you so much for joining me on this delicious adventure into the world of cheese. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next culinary exploration. What's your favorite type of cheese? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.